Hello everyone, it's I, TheDomotaku. I hope you like the look. I spent some time working on this for a good day or so, and we have live comments, and we don't need that actually. So yeah, fortunately. So yeah, I'm trying to stream a lot more, and if you want to catch my streams, subscribe, follow me on my social medias, Discord, Twitter, YouTube, subscribe, hit the bell, etc. But today we're trying to go and talk about the new 1.6 update, and I'm trying something different here in this whole one take recording, so podcast discussion thing. We'll see how it goes. No edits here. Hopefully I don't have to edit this too much because there's a lot of news to talk about with 1.6, and it looks good. I must say that 1.6 looks very good, very interesting, and we have so many reveals to talk about, and I'm excited for many things on the left of the thing you see. But let's begin with 1.6 Midsummer Island Adventure. So it's a summer themed update, which is like kind of the first to Genshin Impact for now. And interestingly enough, majority of the trailer seemed sort of like, you know, heavily Mondstadt themed. We have KLEE, Jean, Barbara. We're all chilling out in these islands. I'm not too sure if it's gonna be like near the Mondstadt region or Liyue region, or it's part of Inazuma, because we're getting constant Inazuma teasers and leaks, not leaks, but teasing of Inazuma islands and whatnot. So it could be, because there's also a new monster that looks Inazuman themed, a samurai oni sort of thing. So it could be possible that, well, for one, we're guaranteed a new region. Where this region takes place on the map is a whole new ballpark, because we have boats now. We have boats to traverse the islands and whatnot. That is really interesting. I wonder if it's like a gadget of sorts, or I think from what I saw in the trailer of 1.6, we have these like checkpoints that would spawn the gadget or something like that, and you can use it to traverse the islands in this new region. I have no clue exactly where it would be, but it looks really cool and interesting. So back to the update and the trailer itself. The trailer starts off, of course, with Jean, my one of my favorites, if you know what I mean, just because she looks like this, looks similarly to this, right? So we see her in her new summer skin, and you can see Barber, of course, in the 1.6 thing right here, and they look good. They look really good, and like, you know, it's there's a really big question on how to get them. They've answered at least, I think they answered both. The Barber skin is free with the events from 1.6. The Jean skin is wallet held, right? You have to pay money to get Jean skin. I've done the math, and apparently this is like, you know, the first time they're introducing skins, so we should take this as like you know, as a reference for future skins and whatnot. So I wrote down that the skin is currently like 1 second here, 1,680 Genesis crystals, and to get that in like dollars USD, you would have to buy the $30 pack. So this is a $30 skin, and when I first thought of that, I'm just like, that's pretty big, and I don't know if I'd be willing to do $30 for a skin. But they are introducing a discount period, and that's most likely during the time of 1.6, because the skin is permanent in the Paimon shop but will require Genesis crystals. But during the time of the discount period, which is I'm pretty sure it's probably the initial release with the update, it's going to be 1,350 Genesis crystals. So there's a little cut out there, like 330 Genesis crystals, and with this discount, actually you can actually purchase the thing with $20. So you got buy the $15 pack and the $5 pack, and that actually makes enough for the skin. Of course, you can still buy the $30 pack and get extra gems for rolls or whatnot. But if you just want the skin, period, then it's a battle pass and a welcome essentially. It's like 15 plus 5. No, battle pass is a 10. My bad. But so how I feel about this, right, is, I mean, $20 for a skin, the discount thing is very incentivized to have people buy the skin now than later. But then the big thing with this is that some people that I'm looking at the comments of like the videos and discussing the skin prices and whatnot, is that they don't have Jean. And you know, that's a big question. It's like, yes, if you don't have Jean, you really don't want to buy this skin unless you're like really lucky and whaling and stuff, right? And with that, I'm just like, well, if there's no incentive to buy this skin if you don't have Jean, and there wasn't no Jean banner, unfortunately, for this update, it would have been perfect, or made a little bit sense. Like, you know, they did the Kaching thing and her banner in 1.4 or 3 with Hu Tao and Zhao. Then yes, you know, you can have the discount thing, and then, you know, people could roll for Jean, try for her, and then get the skin as well. Makes sense. But, you know, this whole $20 a skin for this specific time period, forever, right? Until then, later on, it's gonna be more expensive, or like $10 worth more, is like, I mean, for one, I'm getting the skin, but like, you know, for future skins, depending on the quality and the fact that we'll hopefully get more skins for free, like Barber's skin in the future, $20 to $30 for a skin is like, it's asking a little bit. Like, you would like, honestly, if I had to pick, of course, I'd have to do the $20 discount thing. But then if you don't have the character, what is the incentive to buy such a skin? If there was a skin for Albedo in the next update and I don't have Albedo, and I'm just like, you know, it would be worth to buy the skin. Well, no, I wouldn't say it. Not Albedo's a bad choice because he's limited. Let's say a Diluc skin, right? If there's a Diluc skin in the next update, and I'd just be like, oh, well, okay, Mona skin. I have to pick someone I don't have. A Mona skin, and I don't have Mona. And, you know, incentive would be to buy the Mona skin when it's discounted, then later when it's like higher price. But then I don't have Mona. It's kind of like awkward per se, right? So overall, at least one thing I'm thankful for is that the skins are permanent. They're a permanent feature in the shop. Of course, Barbara's going to be free. We will hopefully have more free skins in the future and more diverse, more skins for other characters in the future. This is just the start. We don't even have the skins yet, but you know, the sisters getting a skin is a bonus. I must say, I like Barbara and Jean, so I have them both leveled up. I'm so happy for that. And man, I am so oh yeah. Next, let me think. Oh wait, my phone, right? My notes. So that's the skin part. Now, back to the whole event. So there's like an event tailored to KLEE, which is interesting, or really curious, I guess, because in this whole update, we also get a free 4-star Refined 5 Claymore called, like, I think they called it the Dodoko something book in the trailer as they showed. And you get also a lot of rewards in this event per se. The event story seems like KLEE and her Dodokos, which I have no clue what the entire lore of is with KLEE and her Dodoko thing, and this Dodoko King or whatever it is. I don't have KLEE. It would be nice to have KLEE, but you know, that she's being challenged or summoned by someone, and her Dodoko friends are in trouble. So we go off to this island with Jean and Barbara on Storm Terror to take us there, apparently, because I like how Storm Terror is, like, you know, giving us a ride at least. And then we're just there to solve the mysteries and explore the island and stuff. And we have Jean and Barbara in skins and swimsuits, or not essentially swimsuits, but skins essentially. It's cool. So, you know, I'm interested to see how that goes. And you know, KLEE, I think KLEE, we've only seen it like twice technically in the story, so I'm really cool to see more story stuff with KLEE. Of course, there was our character introduction thing, and then we saw that little tidbit in Mona's story. So it's cool to see KLEE again, essentially. Speaking of KLEE, we have banners. So of course, KLEE is first, or not first, but I wonder if I could show the image here in my thing. I have the video popped up here. No, I don't have it. I don't have the timestamp. Oh wait, right here. All right, here we go. So we have the banners. Of course, we have a new character, Kaedehara, KAZUHA, and KLEE. You know what's interesting? Like, some characters have last names and some don't. So yeah, KLEE and KAZUHA are the new characters, or not the characters, the characters on Rate Up for event banners for 1.6. It is on the assumption that KLEE is first, and that would make sense if we're doing the whole island exploration thing first with the Dotaku stuff and KLEE story stuff, and then the whole main Archon story quest stuff with Kazuha and Beidou and stuff. That's a whole other thing to talk about, but you know, for those who want KLEE as a return, here she is, the Spark Knight, and then you have Kazuha, who is looking cool, but I have no gems for, and everyone likes to say that he looks like the MC. Like, they're like in the same frame in this picture right here, and like I can honestly see that, except this guy, you know, has Inazuma looking representation in his clothes and stuff, and his, you know, his stuff looks really cool. I saw his skills and his animations and whatnot. More Nemo character is cool. He has like a skill to like suck up enemies and then do like a venti kind of fly thing up in the air and then do a plunge attack. So that's cool. That's a Nemo, I believe. And then his ultimate, from what I saw, is that he does a slash that does AoE and Nemo damage, and then leaves like a field of wind or something like that that can, like, you know, kind of absorb elements like Venti's ult, and then it stays there doing Nemo damage, I think. So there's that. So looking good, the banners. I know a lot of people are excited for Kazuha. I know some people really wanted KLEE. You know, if I didn't roll for Eula, I technically would have went for KLEE. And you know, KLEE is the daughter of Genshin. She's like the adorable must protect. You know, she's adorable, blowing stuff up and stuff. But unfortunately, I had Yanfei, so I'm just like, I already spent time investing into a fire catalyst user, so I'm just like, I can't, unfortunately. But next, let me take a look at my notes here. So we also have weapons. Hopefully I can skim through the weapons right here. Bam! New weapons. So Freedom, Sworn, and Mitternacht's Waltz. That's so meant for official. So we have this new one-handed sword that essentially looks like the Song of Broken Pines. I was about to say spines, but I don't think it's spines. But so if we take the assumption that this is like the claymore that Eula uses, it must have physical damage. And of course, in the trailer itself, we saw Jean using this against the new Oni Samurai enemy. I forget his name. And so Jean is well known to be, you know, built physical or Nemo and whatnot. So is this a physical damage sword? Most likely. And that's pretty cool, you know. Aside from other physical one-handed swords, there's the prototype Brandcore, and you know, if you don't have that, then you don't have that. So it's an alternative for physical damage swords, but you know, it's the weapon banner, which I never roll on, so take that. And you know, good luck for those trying for this sword. And then this bow. So this bow is seen with Fischl in the trailer, and it looks good. It looks really good on Fischl. Of course, it's the purple and the black, like Fischl's clothing. I don't know exactly the skills that it would do, but I'm assumingly if it's looking and stylized to look like it fits with Fischl, it must have something to do with, you know, staying, like, you know, doing something and then leaving the field, or like staying on Fischl or something like that. So interesting weapon. Next up, whoops, I hit the camera. Okay, let me see if I can skim through all the stuff here. There's Kazuha skills. Oh, here we go. Bam! The new monster, the Magu Kenkai? Magu Kenkai. I'm gonna say Kenkai, I have no clue. Magu Kenki. A mechanical humanoid from another nation, Inazuma, wields a blade and mechanical being. This one looks cool. This monster looks really nice, and he has this whole Oni mask at the start that like is closed and it opens up, revealing his, you know, his thing. And I guess he uses it as a shield of some sorts, because he could like defend attacks from it, I think, and then like also use it to, like, you know, throw it at enemies and thrust, like charge at them. And it seems like he has some kind of shadow clone jutsu attack or something like that. It seems like, from what I heard from the live stream, is that they, when you damage them, like when they're close to dying, kind of like the Abyss Herald and stuff like that, they do some kind of special thing when they're low health. So I believe this one does, he like sends out shadow clones or projections of himself that could, like, you know, attack also. Basically shadow clones, like, essentially is what I'm seeing from the video. So on the assumption that this new monster is also in the Abyss and just, you know, in the new region that we're going to explore, you might want to be careful farming for materials and ascension stuff for Kazuha, because this thing exists and it's from Inazuma. So You know, just saying. Yeah, I mean, you can still farm Anemo like gems and stuff, but then I'm just assuming that this guy's gonna have ascension materials for KAZUHA in particular. So, you know, save your resin, I guess, for this guy. Let's see. Next, let me take a look at my notes here. That is it. Let's go skim through the trailer. Here we go. New Arc Conquest. So this is really exciting because we are slowly, like, I think was it last update when they started teasing Inazuma? I think it was 1.5, right, during the Mondstadt Festival, where they started teasing, you know, like arts and stuff for Inazuma. This update now, we're finally getting actual, no, it's 1.4 for Mondstadt Festival. This update, we're getting actual Inazuma, you know, we're getting there slowly. This chapter 2 prologue, as they say here, I'm assuming from what I heard in the trailer itself, right? So we go to search for this guy in particular, or not this guy. We talk and confront Beidou, and Beidou is apparently hosting this kind of martial arts tournament in the new region or somewhere in, you know, Teyvat, and essentially she wants to try and unlock this vision that she holds. She has a blank vision, which this is some really cool lore stuff that I didn't think about. But, you know, what KAZUHA says in the trailer, that when vision bearers die, their visions kind of lose their, you know, it's just like they go away because their user died. But the vision itself is like a stone or like a, you know, like a gem that you can hold on to, and like it's just empty, right? So Beidou is essentially trying to hold this tournament and find someone to awaken this vision and bring it back to life. Maybe an electro vision. Oh no, well, possibly it could be. And, you know, that's how we kind of meet Beidou for the first time in the story, and that's kind of cool. And also KAZUHA is like part of the fleet that runs with Beidou for now, because he's from Inazuma, but he's just wandering off in, like, you know, not in Inazuma for interesting reasons that we'll probably find out in his story quest. But interesting stuff here, like the idea that the vision like would, like, you know, essentially when the user dies, it just becomes a normal empty stone with no element in it. And then the idea that Beidou has an empty vision and wants to try and awaken it and, like, you know, create a new, you know, someone like worthy enough to you know, bring life back to this vision. I don't know if it'll be the electro element, but, you know, any other archon could, in a sense, give it like the power and grant someone the abilities. Maybe that's how KAZUHA becomes a thing, right? Like, so KAZUHA's in this tournament, and then it's not till like later on in the story where he picks up the vision, and then he gets chosen by the Anemo god, and it fills the empty stone with Anemo, and that's how he gets his vision and abilities. Possible, I don't know, although he's been around for a while. Maybe that's just a thing. Like, it's cool. I like that part. So that's how we get introduced to Beidou, and that's how we get introduced to KAZUHA, and that's how we start talking about how the hell do we get to Inazuma, because the island is just far away, closed off by storms, and you can't get, it's gonna be hard to get there. But, you know, it would be cool to have Beidou and KAZUHA take us there, but then I feel like Beidou would be in a lot of shit because she's an electro vision user going to Inazuma where they're trying to take all the electro visions and shit. So there's that. And I mean, also KAZUHA does want to know, like, you know, discuss and talk with Electro Archon and just sort of understand what she's, you know, her whole intention of eternity and taking away visions, and how, you know, visions were supposed to be given to people chosen and worthy and stuff, but then, you know, the Electro Archon has deemed it unworthy and it's taking them back. So, like, what is she, you know, what is her view and everything, right? So that's really cool. I'm really interested to see how this plays out. I would assume this comes out in the second half of the update, kind of like the We'll Be Reunited thing with Dainsleif and the siblings and stuff. So that'd be cool. Let's see here. Here's some screenshots. Beidou! Oh my gosh, I have a C5 Beidou because the Eula banner wouldn't give me one. Gosh darn it, man. In due time, I swear. These guys look cool, really cool. Okay, there's that. And I think that's it for main story stuff. We're just talking then, you know, gem codes, updates. Okay, here we go. So the Midsummer Island Adventure. This update, here we go. So we have the Dodoco Tails, as we saw here, the free claymore. We also have Fragments of Innocence, which I have no clue what that is. It might be some kind of key item or something like that. But this interesting looking thing here, oh, you can see it right here, is apparently, from what I'm assuming, right, is that in this event we get this item and we get to choose a craftable prototype or claymore thing that we want. I don't know if this is going to be a sword. The image here shows a sword, but it shows a box too. So maybe we can use this opportunity as an event to give, you know, because people complain a lot about the drop rates for craftable weapon prototype and stuff, and honestly I don't have a lot either, so I could say yes, like, you know, consistent, more better drops. But if they're gonna give us ways to give it to us in an event and we can choose what weapon we want to craft, that's even cooler. So sweet. If it's just one, then, you know, future updates from now in the future could also have one of these every time, so it'll be easier to refine 5 or craft weapons in general. So that's good. More crowns and all new furnishing blueprints. Oh, there's the blueprints for the Serenity Pod, of course, yes. Next up we got Wabam. No, Wabam. Yes, we get a ship. Man, I'm getting so much like Legend of Zelda Wind Waker vibes with this. So this looks really cool. Essentially we have the boat gadget thing. We don't know if it's going to be like a permanent thing. We can like throw it onto the water anytime we're on the water, or it's only particular in this region. But we get to use this to navigate the islands, and apparently you can also shoot bombs, like KLEE's bombs and stuff. That's pretty cool. We'll have to use this in events in the future to do like kind of not gliding challenges but sailing challenges, and also with gliding challenges, because apparently we can just like fly out of the ship itself and also glide. There was an event like that where we have to, like, you know, collect things on the water and then also glide and, you know, do those kind of things. So it's almost like a gliding challenge, but it's also, you know, with water and a boat, so it's all cool and all. Let's see here. Let's take a closer look at stuff. So here we got to see more, you know, the boat stuff. Let's see. Oh, what's the enemy thing? Where are the events? I'm trying to look for the events. Ooh. Wait a minute. Oh. Wait. I don't remember this in the stream. Did I miss this? Oh, I guess they were talking about the skins overall. Because I saw the comment in the video itself, and I was like, oh, they didn't mention the skins at all. They just mentioned the skins, but not how to get them. And I saw in the comments that, like, they clarified how to get the skins, but apparently they actually had a portion in the stream where they talked about the skins. I must have missed it. Funnily enough, I was supposed to watch the Chinese stream, like, 5 a.m. in the morning. I kid you not. I fell asleep like 10 to 20 minutes before that stream happened. And I woke up and I was like, oh my goodness. My phone died. And like, yeah, I was like, oh man. I was so close to watching the stream and just like, you know, being able to get news early. But then no, I just watched the English one and I was like tired and, you know, just woke up. So that's cool. Ah, yes. Barber-sama and Jean-sama. I'm just kidding. Oh my god, I can't wait for these skins, man. These look cool. They picked the sister duo to get skins first. I dig that so much. So, Barber Skin, you must get through an event by, you know, where is it? There's a right here. You gotta collect seashells or something like that in this new islands and stuff. And eventually, once you get them, you will have said rewards of the Barber Skin. Let's see here. We also have this like volleyball looking event thing, or not volleyball. It's like a dodgeball kind of thing where this Dodoco thing is like shooting something at us, and then we have to like, we have like some kind of wisp or like a chi-chi thing like flying around us, and then we have to like hit back at it, I guess. Kind of like catch, or I have no clue what kind of game I'm referring to with this, but you know, you can kind of get the gist of it. Next, more events. Apparently this is gonna be another thing, kind of like the Oceanid thing where we had the Oceanid Pokemon or water pet, and then we would have to like, you know, do this and then like, you know, capture water animals like out in the wild and stuff. But this one we just, you know, shooting Dodoco balls or like KLEE fireballs or whatever like that. So that's cool. Standard rewards from the looks of it here. And then let's see here. I know there's some system. Oh, this one looks terrifying. You have all the bosses and stuff and the monsters in a domain, and I think we have to fight them for this pretty cool looking event card. That's cool. I dig more gems and stuff. Next, where is the main stuff? System optimizations, yes. So the first one adds a serial navigation function for tracking and navigating to enemies from the adventure handbook. This means that I think in the stream they were talking about how if you're navigating and trying to find like enemies in the adventure handbook and then you defeat them, it automatically transfers to the next enemy. And honestly, that's some pretty good stuff because I do that myself. So like, you know, I kill enemy, I go into the book, de-navigate the enemy, find the next enemy, navigate them, kill them, and you know, repeat the process. I don't know if there's anything else with the adventure handbook itself, like just, you know, going back to the same tab that you left in or something like that. That would be cool, because literally having to open the book and then go to monster tabs and then go to easy enemies or hard enemies or elite enemies and stuff like that, those tabs, and find and scroll to find the monster that you're looking for is, well, actually that kind of gets rid of if you have the new thing where it just automatically navigates to the next enemy, so that makes sense. 2, adds new keyboard shortcuts for PC. This is awesome. I love this one because I forget exactly what the shortcuts were, but then there's one for O. I forgot exactly what it did, but there's one for going straight to party selection menu, and like that's a lifesaver because normally you'd have to press escape, go to Paimon, and then go character party you know, creation or whatever, and then do it there. But no, you have to press the L or a K key, or you could set it up later to the P key or whatever, and then bam, straight to change of party. Really good. I forget exactly what the O key does. I forget exactly. There was a second one they mentioned. I forget exactly, but you know, cool. Not too many system optimizations this time, but you know, it's cool. Adds detailed information to the domain entry screen. So this is all right. You know, if you go into a domain, you can now see what are the enemies in said domain when you're challenging it. It's good. I mean, if you farm a domain so many times, you essentially know what the enemies are from heart. But it's good for just in general. So very nice. Then we have, let's see, I'm talking about system optimizations here. Sir, oh yes, Serenity pots. Oh my goodness, companion movement function coming soon. Okay, maybe not on release. Wait, oh no. Okay, so maybe this might not happen on the release of 1.6, but maybe later on eventually. But we are finally having the function to have our characters in our Serenity pot on our homes, in our chill, cozy, really designed homes. Hopefully you guys have been working on this update. I know a few who don't, but you know, it's in due time. It's not going anywhere. But here it says in residence companion will occupy the load for Serenity pot, and that's, I mean, actually that kind of sucks because the loads are really bad. Like in my pot in particular, I don't know if it's just my pot or like everyone's Serenity pot or home, but the loads are really restricting. Like I can only hold like 4,000 up to the thing or whatever if I'm like putting a lot of trees or animals or houses or rocks or trees or pets and whatnot, and it's like the load is so like low, and I thought there would be a little bit more higher load than particular. Hopefully they fix it. I think they're of course working on that, as they said in other we call it forum discussions and stuff. But if the characters are gonna take loads, like inside, I can manage that because the inside is actually really cool. The outside, where people want to chill outside, that's a whole different story, man. Like the load outside is the worst for me. Inside load I can tolerate and delete some stuff and stuff. So from what I heard, eventually once you complete like a quest for the Serenity pot, I don't know if we'll be talking to Granny Ping or Madam Ping again for this quest, but afterwards you will be able to have 8 people, up to 8 people, inside the, like your companions inside your Serenity pot. And then I don't know if that concludes outside and inside, like 4 outside, 4 inside, or 8 outside, 8 inside kind of thing, but that's cool. It's a start. And then essentially now when you have companions inside your Serenity pot, they will gain bond or friendship experience while inside it. Now that's cool for newer players, but as someone like me who has a majority, or like at least the main people I want in my Serenity pod already bond 10, it's kind of like but I mean it's a cool feature to have people increase their friendship level and their bond level while they're inside the Serenity pod, and you can talk to them, converse with them, hang out with them and stuff. That's really cool. Then they also mentioned that some characters will like certain Serenity HomePod sets, and that you can create and stuff. Like, you know, I see Lisa in the back there with the library or the bookshelf, so maybe there's gonna be a set where Lisa will like to chill next to the books and stuff. Jean will probably like an office. I think in the trailer itself, they all are in this stream. They also showed that Barbara likes the like courtyard looking thing, kind of like in the Mondstadt themed. There's also Venti in there. Probably Dilek or Kaya would like a wine place or like a bar or something like that. I don't know if we can create such a set in the Serenity Pot, but that's just the thing. So, you know, I can't wait to have all my favorite waifus and stuff, and the cool dudes and everyone I like and my favorite characters inside the Serenity Pot, just chilling, and finally not having to talk to dogs and animals for once. You know, just like imaginary friends like dogs and animals, just like, hi guys, instead of actually talking to the characters. One of my big hopes is that all these lines are voice acted, because it would be kind of a shame if they're talking to them and they don't have any voice lines. It's just like, yeah, please voice lines, please voice. I don't remember if I heard voice lines in the stream, but I pray and hope that there's voice lines for characters when you talk to them. And let me see here. Look, here's talking to Venti, and then I think that is it. Oh yeah, here's Ayaka talking about Inazuma even more. So, like, it's all good. Teasing it, you know, I don't know if we'd have Inazuma ready by 1.7, but with the way they're teasing it every single update with, like, you know, concept art, enemies from Inazuma, KAZUHA from Inazuma, the main Archon quest, like, starting to introduce, trying to get to Inazuma, you know, it's just like, it's there. It's either, if they're somehow good at it, like, next update, or the next update after that. So, you know, we'll see what happens. Let me take a look at my notes one more time. But I believe that's it, if I don't call anything. So this is really good. I'm liking this a lot, really a lot. Like, you know, 1 point, what do you call it? 1 point, what are we on? 1.5 brain is like, you know, it's all good and all, but like, I'm ready for some more stuff, essentially. And this update shows a lot of cool, great stuff, a lot of potential, getting more story, getting expanded stuff with new regions, new game things like skins, and Serenity Pot functions and all that stuff. And like, gosh darn it, Jean and Barbara look so dang kawaii in this frame. And then you have KLEE rerun with new character KAZUHA and stuff. Like, I'm liking this update. Summer update's pretty good. I like it. So that is it for the version 1.6 discussion talk. Let me know what you guys think about this update in particular. You guys excited for KLEE? You excited for KAZUHA? You think that a $20, $30 skin is way too high for a skin price? Totally fair. Barber Skin free. You know, what do you think about the new regions and monsters and whatnot? And the main story with KAZUHA and Beidou and that whole stuff. And, you know, I'm really excited. They also surprisingly did not say when the update's coming, but then, you know, I'm assuming it's just when Eula's banner's over. They have this thing saying coming soon, but then, you know, I'm just on the assumption that usually by the time the banner's over for the next character, it's happening then. And like, I also thought that the stream was happening really earlier than usual. I don't know if it was just me or not, but I'm just like, I wasn't expecting a stream like just now, apparently, or this time, because I was like calculating that the stream's coming like within a week before the update and whatever. But they don't have a date, but it's coming soon, so we're all good in there. So that is it for 1.6 update. Let me know what you guys think about it. I will see you all in the next video. Leave a like. I already said that. Subscribe and hit the bell if you want to be notified and catch my streams and my videos. I would like to use this stream look more often, and I did create this, so yeah. And also, I have a Discord. You can follow me on Discord where we can talk some more about Genshin, Fate, the works, anything I like over here, yes. And you'll also be notified when I stream and upload. I will see you all next time. Thank you guys. And 1.6, yes, hyped, really excited. See you next time, guys.